Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Every devotee has a story. Do certain temples have special energy or they have something special about them? This is what I'm going to talk about today uh, from my own personal experience, which I recently had when I went to Sri Lanka. And of course, just before I start, giving you my experiences and my journey, just to let you know that I'm a student myself, and this is my personal, it's all my personal experiences. You may not agree with them, but what I felt, as a student, I would like to share that with you, and I hope you will make some sense of it. So, my friends, first of all, I went to India for 4 months this year, and while I was there, I had decided I'll visit Sri Lanka, and I created an itinerary called Ramayana Trail. So this itinerary, basically Ramayana Trail, I looked up on the internet, and basically this itinerary took me to those places which are related to Ramayana and have special significance in Ramayana and the whole journey of Lord Ram and Ravana. So anyway, I went to Colombo in February. From there, I was staying in Negombo, which is north of Colombo city. And from there, I took a taxi to a place called Chilaw. And the temple I'm talking about is called Sri Munnaswaram Temple. And basically, this temple is a Lord Shiva temple and is considered to be a Jyotirlinga. I also, the other thought which I had in my mind, because my mother was a very ardent Shiva devotee, and I really wanted to pray for her as she had passed away, a couple of years ago, and we didn't get the opportunity to do, any puja. So I thought, well, this was a perfect place where I can, do the puja for her as well. So this temple is a typical, in made in a South Indian style. I'll see if I can run the video on it, if there is a possibility. How do I present? Or I'll put a video on one of the here, and you can see. And I'll also put the link to the video in the description box. So if you want to watch it after my conversation, you can go and have a look. So anyway, friends, I went there, and it's a, as you can see in the background, it's a typical Sri Lankan, Dravidian style, South Indian style temple. It was, patronized by different Chola, Pandya, different Sri Lankan kings. It was destroyed by the Portuguese, and then was recreated. And I had never been to a temple like this before in my life. It's the first time, and I had no really expectation. I had no idea, what will happen in next hour or so with me. And so when I was there, it's a mid-afternoon, I went in, and as soon as I entered the main sanctorum, and I had the darshan of the Shiva Linga, I felt this. I really had a special experience. And believe me, I went at least 6 to 7 times for the darshan, or for the blessing. It was very, very special for me. It didn't occur to me at the time. I suddenly felt there was a uplift in my energy. And then obviously, once we finished from there, we started going to another very famous temple in Mandir, where Lord Rama made the Shivalinga himself. Now that's the only temple outside India where the Lord Rama made the Shivalinga, and there's a big history behind it, and I'll put all the links and everything in the description in the comment box so you can have a read. It's very interesting. Basically, after killing Ravana, because Ravana was a Brahmin, Lord Rama felt that because in according to our philosophy, when you cannot kill a Brahmin, but if you kill a Brahmin, then you have to do certain pujas, certain, to remove the doshas of that killing. Although it doesn't apply to Lord Lama, but he was obviously setting an example for us. So anyway, so I went around this, I circumvented the temple, Sri Munnaswaram. I took the prasadam, and I spent some time there, and really I didn't want to leave the temple. It was the energy, the pull was so much. And after that, I decided that we were going to Anuradhapura. So en route was Min, Manavari temple, which I was telling you that Lord Rama created the Shivlinga himself. And that Shivlinga again, it's a very small temple. There was no rush. Even with this temple, there was not many people at the time anyway. And it was just magical experience. And I took both places. I took the prasadam. I spent some time there. And when I left both these places, the whole day, I cannot explain. I think I would say for 2 to 3 days, something had happened. It was just special. I can't explain to you. So I begin to think about, do real temples really have any special powers, and what are the significance? Say, do they have any special energy centers? And in my mind, that's why the temples are so important for our religion, for our culture. That these are special energy point. When you're especially down and out, you go to this temple and you feel the energy. It revives you, it rejuvenates you, it connects you, it centers you. There's so many words. So I really, really enjoyed that experience. I really felt the blessing, if I can use that word, felt the grace. It was not me, as if it was not, I wasn't doing anything. It was just the blessing which was coming inside of me, the grace. And as I said, it lasted for a little while, as a matter of fact, and you just feel a spiritual high. So why I'm sharing this is that there are people on both the sides who criticize. They say, oh, hospitals, they talk about making hospitals instead of temples. I don't want to get into that. There are all different kind of views, in our society to do with the temples. But one thing I will tell you is that in my experience, they are very, very special places. Not all temples, but definitely there are special temples where you can go and feel that energy. Well, I can't say about all the temples because I've not been to all the temples, but I mean, because this is, Jyotirlinga, one of the considered to be a Jyotirlinga. So I feel that, I felt special, experience there. So if you're going to Sri Lanka, and if you're going to Colombo, it's not very far from Colombo. It's a couple of hours drive. You can do a day trip, and go and visit this temple. I would, if you are a, if you are a Hindu, you're a devotee, go and experience this. I'm sure you also feel the same way I did. Of course, this is my experience, but I would highly recommend if you go to this place, even for a day, just just to take a darshan, is just amazing. And yeah, that's all. As I said, I went on about 11 cities in Sri Lanka on this Ramayana Trail with different experiences. I had another experience in the Trincomalee temple as well, which I will share with you later. But I just wanted to say that, protect these temples. They are very, very important. They are our heritage. They are places where we can connect to the Lord. They are those powerful energy centers. So go there, visit them, protect them, support them. That's the way I feel. So I'm not going to take too long, because I understand sometimes videos gets too long, but I hope I've been able to convey my feelings and my experience in this short video. And as I said, I'll give all the information down in the description in the comment box. And if you like my content, please support, because I make all dharmic content, all dharmic related, which supports dharma, any, with dharmic faiths, so please please support this channel. And if you like my content, I said, comment and subscribe, and also share if you have a similar experience, and if you've been to this temple yourself, please do share your experiences with me. And if you like, dislike, comment, and it just gives me more encouragement. I just wanted to bring these experiences, this awareness to share with you, and I hope it'll help you, in your journey. So until next time, my friends, take care and God bless.